Well, what were you doing when you were 10 years old? This kid right here has already kickstarted his music career, and he has some good folks to guide him through the process.
Oh yeah, Ben Scruggs is a fourth-generation Nashvilleian musician who is celebrating his first album. Can you believe it? At 10 years old, his music is a nod to the old classics. Welcome in, guys.
Hi. It's a pleasure to be on the show.
We are honored to have you here, my friend.
Thank you.
Okay, so you recorded your first album at the legendary Sun Studios.
Yes.
Rockabilly is such an specific sound. What inspired you?
Well, I just always loved being in the room of Sun Studio. I just loved like the liveliness of like just being in the room because it just felt so fun to be in the room. Like all this great music was recorded right here, just down the street in Memphis, and it was just really fun to do.
So cool. Well, it runs deep in your roots, and you've already played the Bluebird and the Ryman stage. Pretty awesome, because your great-grandfather was a legendary banjo player, Earl Scruggs. Of course, you have your dad here, Chris Scruggs, who's phenomenal, played my wedding, I must confess.
That's right.
Your grandmother, big fan of hers as well. Gail Davies is an awesome performer as well. Chris, it's got to feel good to see this torch carry on.
It really does, Stephanie. You know, I think back to when I started playing this very same kind of music when I was a teenager. That's about the time that I met you, playing down on Lower Broadway back in the late 90s and early 2000s. It's fun to see him get into it. I remember what Cowboy Jack Clement said. He was the recording engineer and one of the record producers at Sun Records, along with Sam Phillips, and he said that we're in the fun business, and if you're not having fun, you're not doing your job. So the thing that I hope for him or for anybody that gets into playing music, whether it be a legacy thing or whether you be the first person in your family to pick up an instrument, is just that you have fun with it, and I'm glad that he seems to be having a good time with it.
I mean, look at that photo.
I know.
Love that. So iconic. Okay, and Marty Stewart actually called you, Ben, the king of rockabilly rhythm guitar. So how do you get in that like spirit when you're performing, when you're singing?
Well, I just like to think about like all the people that I'm a big fan of, like Carl Perkins, you know, Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash, and he taught me all of the stuff on guitar. So, yeah, he kind of just told me like all the stuff that I needed to know. And when I get up on stage, it's really fun to just, you know, like perform, and it's nice to leave people leaving with a smile on their faces.
Well, we can see it because he performed on stage, as I mentioned, at the Ryman with Marty Stewart. And I saw you like going down in the splits.
Okay, yeah, I fell once.
Oh, that was a fall.
It hurt. No,
I'm so sorry. I thought that was a performance.
I almost fell off the
We
I
didn't
think
know
different.
that.
I think it was intentional, though.
Yeah.
It was intentional, but one time I fell.
Okay, I didn't see the fall. It was. You were majestic with the split performance that I saw.
Thank you.
Anyways, what I love about this album is that your grandmother is printing these at home, and she's trying to sell them on her Facebook page. I heard you've been trying to sell them at school, and they shut you down. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so this kid at my school, Mr. Flynn Roberts.
Oh, we're dropping names. Okay, yes.
He's a really big fan of mine, so he wanted a CD. So I told him I would give him the CD if he gave me $10 back. So then his mom said he wasn't allowed to gamble at school.
It's a gamble on your music, huh?
I don't.
Okay.
I'd say it's a sure bet, right?
Yes. Sure bet.
They shut me down. I couldn't do it anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
you are quite the entrepreneur already,
Thank you.
just selling records, selling albums. I've got to ask, for those who want to see you perform and possibly do the splits on stage, where are you going to be performing?
Well, I would love to perform at the East Side Bowl because it's a really great venue, very, very fun, and I just love being in that room at Honky Tonk Tuesday. It's very fun. I'd also like to perform at the record store, Great Escape, because every single I've not spent anything else but Sun Records with the money I got from making CDs. That's the only thing I've bought.
Love that. Selling records to buy records. This one has all covers on it, but you're already making plans for your original next album, which is going to be recorded here at another famous studio. Tell us about your plans.
Yeah, I want to record it at RCA Studio B. A lot of the great country legends recording there, including Dolly Parton, Willie Nelson. Even Elvis recorded there too. And so it's another cool studio, vintage studio. And but yeah, I've been on the tour like a million times. It's very fun.
Awesome.
You are
Congratulations.
just precious, and we
Thank
are
you.
cheering you on. The sky is the limit, my friend.
Thank you.
Everyone, you heard him. Remember the name Ben Scruggs. You saw him here first, folks. Congratulations on your new album, my friend. And
Thank
please
you.
come back anytime. We are
you.
obsessed with you, truly. And we can't wait to follow your career.
Thank you.